Happy Tuesday, home learners. Okay, so today we are going to be learning about the Boston Massacre, okay? Right now, in Google Classroom, it'll be watch the video, which will be this video, and follow directions in PowerPoint below. Below this will be the PowerPoint, okay? It will be labeled as the Boston Massacre PowerPoint, okay? Once you click on the PowerPoint, hit present, okay? Once you're in present mode, it's like this, okay? The Boston Massacre, March 1770, all right? See how I'm hitting down on here, which is great. So that's how you flip through the slides here, okay? Up is to go back, and down is to go to the next slide, okay? So today, the learning target is I can explain what the Boston Massacre was, okay? So, can anyone tell me where Boston is? Okay, there's the map, and there's the 13 colonies, okay? If you said right there, you are correct. It's in Massachusetts. So Massachusetts is this one right here, okay? So as you go right there, Massachusetts. Where's Boston? Boston, Massachusetts. Right there where the star is at. Great job if you got that. If you didn't, that's okay. Next, you will be watching this video. Great news. As soon as you do this, you will have to hit play here, okay? So you hit play, the video goes, okay? Once you're done with the video, hit pause. So you can hit pause anywhere on this video, okay? So just hit click like I did, which would be great. So when you pause it, then you go to the next slide, okay? Now it says go to page 11 in your student packet. Your page 11 will be like this, okay? This is a great time to also pause the video if you need to, and you can get these answers down. On the other hand though, your page 11 will be looking like this, not color-coded, because it will be black and white, like mine. On here, that's what it looks like, okay? All start after the video, okay? Because then here's what happened. All started, you keep clicking down, and the answers will also pop up. Look at that, that one came all the way straight up. I like that one. Next, you go that one. See, here's the answers, but here's also the answers, okay? Write this down on page 11, okay? Next is perspectives, okay? This is where, if you guys were in class, we would look at this, and I would be asking questions about perspective 1, okay? So the first question is, where does the fighting seem to be coming from, okay? To me, it looks like this fighting seems to be coming from the British, okay? Red coats is the British, the colonists is in blue, okay? So question 1, where does this fighting seem to be coming from? Look, from this perspective, it looks like it's coming from the British, okay? Who seems to have the most power? I mean, it kind of the power right here, guns, giving orders to fire, okay? And these look like these are just poor, helpless people, okay? The last question is, who do you think started the fight? From this perspective, it looks like that the British started the fight, okay? But as you fill out this, we find out it all started when a colonist and a British soldier began arguing about taxes and the presence of British troops in the colonies, okay? Next, we have this perspective, okay? Looks a lot different, right? Look at these guys. This would be the British, just kind of standing there trying. Are they firing guns? They could be, but they look like they're just holding up their ground, okay? Now this, blue coat, colonists, okay? So, how does the fighting look different? Okay, so how does this look different than perspective 1? Okay? It looks like, to me, the colonists were starting it, right? So in perspective 1, only the British had weapons. How does this painting show a different perspective? Look it, looks like they both have weapons. Okay. And finally, is it clear who started the fight? From this image, it is not clear. It does look like the colonists egged them on while the British were just kind of trying to hold their ground while these guys were on attack. So you could say the colonists looked like they were starting the fight. Okay. Next, this is key. Go to page 12 in your packet after you get this perspectives down. And I want you to do this right here, okay? So the two perspectives, okay? I think this painting is from the perspective of a blank in circle 1, okay? So here, originally, I think it would be the colonist perspective, right? Because no one wants to be the bad guy, okay? So these guys look like the victims here. These guys look the bad guys, okay? Now, the other image was perspective 2, which is on the PowerPoint too. If you need to go back to the PowerPoint and look at these images because these are a lot clearer and a lot more color, that's okay too. So, after that, you need to go to the last page in your packet, okay? Remember, this is your last page in the packet, okay? Great time to pause it, because guess what? You're gonna write down Boston Massacre, March 1770, and box number 6, okay? Here's box number 6, Boston Massacre, March 1770. You can abbreviate like I did, MAR dot 1770. Or it's okay to write down March, the whole MARCH 1770. That's okay too, okay? Once you've done that, go to the next page, which is page 13 in your packet. And you can fill this out, okay? Tensions is growing between the colonists and the British. What do you think will happen next? So just take a guess based on the perspectives and what you've learned so far. And just let me know what you think about that, okay? Next, the learning target self-evaluation, okay? I can explain what the Boston Massacre was, okay? If for some reason you don't do page 13, we're going to be getting to that on Wednesday. If you do it ahead of time, that's great. Then we can talk about this a little bit more, okay? Because we only have 15 minutes together, so I would really appreciate if you guys get pages 11, 12, and 13 done. That would be huge, because then we can actually have a great discussion about this, especially on this question, okay? And if you feel like you're still working on it, that's okay. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask me or Mrs. Pins for help. This is very important, okay? And that is it today, okay? I'm gonna go through it again, just in case. So, let me go back to the start. So if you watch the video, which would be this video, follow directions in PowerPoint, okay? Which is below this. It will be posted below that. It will say Boston Massacre PowerPoint. So it looked like this. See this right here? Present mode. Click on present mode, okay? Once you click on present mode, it will help you enlarge it like this. And then you hit down on this right here. Down means you can go to the next page, right? Because we're learning about the Boston Massacre, okay? Where's Boston? Is right there, okay? That Boston, Massachusetts, okay? Now, right here again, click on this to play, okay? Turn your volume up. See how as soon as you hit volume, it plays for you? Great. Guess what? Anywhere. So I can click here to pause it. I can click here to unpause it. or I can click here again to pause it. Make sure you pause the video, okay? Unless it gets to the end. Let's see what. So we're at the end here, okay? So what happens when it goes to the end? It stops automatically. See that? It paused it automatically, okay? And then you can go down. So once you get to the video, make sure you click on the video again, because then it goes straight to this. So go to page 11 in your packet. Yeah, flip back to the packet. Here's page 11. Now, you would write down the answers like I did here. Okay? Next, you would look at the perspectives in your mind. Where does the fighting seem to come from? It's okay to answer that out loud or in your head. Who seems to have the most power? And who do you think started the fight? It's okay to go back though. You can hit up on this, okay? See how it's going back? If I'm hitting up, it's okay to do that. And then you go back down, see? Just like that, okay? So, and then you go to perspective 2, and then what's next? Number 1 is go to page 12 in your packet and write about the 2 perspectives of the Boston Massacre. Okay, so we're on page 12. Okay. There we go. And you would write down right there. That perspective goes right there. Perspective number 2 goes right there. Okay. After that, go to the last page and write down Boston Massacre, March 1770, and box number 6. Okay. After that, write the journal question and learning target self-evaluation on page 13 in packet. Okay, so you would have to flip the page over. Page 13 is right here. Okay. After that, I'm just a reminder, on Tuesday, December 8th, okay? So be ready to discuss these pages. So I know it says page 11 and 12 in packet, but if you can get page 13 done too, that would be great, okay? Because be ready to discuss these pages on Google Meet tomorrow. So on Wednesday, we'll be discussing this, okay? I hope you guys have a great day. And I hope, like I said, I hope you guys have a great day. I can't wait to see you guys on Google Meet on Wednesday, okay? Then again, be ready to discuss, okay? Bye, everyone.